Hi guys, this is Stacy Gaijin. Today I'm just gonna talk about cosplaying and my experience from cosplays. So yeah, my very first cosplay was last February, I think. Yeah. At Katsucon, I cosplayed Celty from DRRR. The costume took forever to make. Well, just the helmet and the sheath was pretty quick to make. I basically took all of my winter break, which was a month or so, from university to work on my helmet, and I didn't really like how it came out. I mean, I watched a lot of tutorials online, but I'll tell you later. So the greatest thing about the Celty cosplay was the catsuit, because I don't have to sew a catsuit, and you shouldn't really sew a catsuit, so I just bought it on eBay for $15. And I already had black boots. The sheath was also pretty easy to make. What I did was I got an old broomstick that was wooden, and I took out the brim part and I painted it black with acrylic paint. And I took a piece of cardboard and cut it out into the sheath's shape, and I took the extra scraps of cardboard and curled it and spray painted that too. And then I used masking tape and taped it onto the broomstick and painted it over again. I thought it came out really nicely. Here's a picture of it. And okay, the helmet was super hard to make. First of all, I had to find the right size for my head. And second, it was actually kind of expensive to make the helmet. I think I spent almost $100, which sucked. Yeah, it took so many weeks to do it. The thing that was taking so much time to do was sandpapering the helmet. And I watched a lot of tutorials and read a lot of tutorials on DRRR and YouTube on how to make the Celty helmet, but yeah, it was sandpapering took forever. I was stupid and I bought it in yellow, but then I realized, oh, the paint I bought to paint her ears was a different shade, so I had to sandpaper that too. So yeah, sandpapering took forever. I had to have my mom help me with that, unfortunately. But yeah, it came out okay. Next was painting it and waiting for the paint to dry. And the hardest part of that was figuring out how to adhere the ears on. So first I tried doing it according to this one tutorial I saw, and it was Gorilla Glue or something. I tried it and it did not work at all. And I sandpapered almost all of the helmet, so I don't know why it didn't work. Then I tried the super glue or whatever. That didn't work for some reason. So what I ended up doing was oh, and for the ears I used clay and I put the clay on top of cardboard, these cardboard pyramid shaped ears I made, and I stuffed the ears and I painted the insides of the ears with black paint. So yeah, and you have to remember the clay is also really heavy too, so you have to make sure it doesn't fall off or anything. So yeah, what I did was, in the end, I used a lot of tape. I used a lot of painter's tape on it, and to secure it to the thing. And it did work, but the problem was I noticed when I was walking around Katsucon, my tape was showing, and I mean it was yellow, but you could tell that they were taped on it. It just looked really bad, but it was in the back of my head, so I wasn't concerned because when people were taking my pictures, it was the front side. What else? Oh, painting the visor was also hard. I don't know, so the visor I got was clear. I should have gotten a black visor, but I didn't. Oops. And I learned that you also have to take out the visor, but when you're painting it, obviously, and you have to put it back on. So I was stupid, and like the only option on that helmet, which was actually kind of cheap, was a clear visor. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll dye it or something, because that's what other people do. And I looked up all these tutorials, and like some people were using like fabric dye or this black dye to dye it with. So I tried that, and when I dyed it once, like it was still see-through, like you could, it was like light purple, it wasn't actually black, like pitch black. I wanted it to be pitch black, but I also still wanted to see it, of course. So I kept doing that, I kept doing it like 20 times, and like it still wasn't black enough for me. That was cool. I was like, whatever. Katsucon's like, no, you can fuck it. But yeah, I didn't really like how it turned out, but you know, it was my first cosplay, and like I did the entire winter break, so I was like, you know what, I bought all this stuff, I wasted all my money, might as well go out there. And my first cosplay experience was actually pretty good. A lot of people seem to really like my Celty cosplay, and I think there's only one other Celty cosplayer there, and she didn't even show up at the photo shoots that they had for DRRR characters. It was so cute. Like, okay, so I pre-regged for Katsucon. I actually went for free that year because my university's anime club held a raffle, and like I was one of the people who won a free ticket. Anyways, so I was waiting in the pre-reg line, and this cute little girl was there, anyways, so everyone in line was like, oh my god, I like your costume, and I was like, oh my god, thank you. I actually thought it was horrible, and it was so annoying. I felt so bad for my friend, because like I was holding all this stuff, you know, because I had to register first. I had to go to the pre-reg line, right? So I was like making her hold all my stuff while people were taking pictures of me. It was super annoying. Her and I aren't friends anymore, not for that reason, but like I felt kind of bad. So anyways, I was in line, people were taking my picture, and then the line went pretty fast actually. So like once I got to the very front, this woman, she looked like she was like 40 or something, and she looked like a parent, and she was volunteering for Katsucon. And she was like, oh my god, can I take a picture of you? I was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, me and my daughter love your show, and like, come say hi to her. And I forgot her name. But like, her daughter was so cute, she was so shy. She was like, hi, Celty. I was like, oh, this little kid watches DRRR, she is so cool. So like, yeah, she took a picture of me with her phone, and I seemed to like make her daughter really happy, so that was really nice. The helmet was really uncomfortable to wear the entire time. The heat was on in the hotel. It was a little cold outside, but like it was like cold and windy outside, but like I was sweating underneath. I had to like take out my helmet like every couple of hours. It was like the most uncomfortable cosplay I was ever in. And plus I was like in a cat suit. So I mean, it wasn't tight or anything, but like I mean, I was a little self-conscious about my body, but then I was like, whatever, like I can work it. And I did. Like, a lot of people seem to like it. A lot of guys apparently like it too. So yeah, like every second I was walking in the con. Okay, so usually what happens at conventions, like before I'd cosplay, before this cosplay, I've only been to 2 other cons. My very, very first con was like when I was in high school, and I think it was a sophomore in high school. I went to Anime USA. It was the one where Versailles came, and like they had like a 5-hour delay, and everyone was pissed off, and the concert didn't actually start until like 3 a.m. in the morning. And you know, at AOSA I didn't take any pictures because at that time I didn't own a camera, and you know, I didn't own an iPhone. I just had a stupid Samsung phone, flip phone or whatever, so I mean, I don't really remember much. I really should have taken pictures, but like I had a lot of fun. Then I went to Katsucon, my freshman year of university. I was so lucky. Like I won my university's raffle too. I was one of the people who won the raffle again for my anime club, and I was lucky because like if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have gotten to Katsucon. Katsucon's a lot bigger than AOSA. Well, at the time it was. Now AOSA is pretty huge compared to how it was like 5 years ago. Anyways, The one I went to AOSA, there was no maid cafe, but now there is, and I'm in it. But yeah, sorry, I'm saying a lot. So, that Katsucon, I took a lot. I had a pretty good camera. I had a Nikon. I got it as a present to myself, senior year of high school, because I wanted to take a lot of pictures when I'm in college. And I took pictures of like all the cosplayers. I like edited them on like the Adobe Lightroom. Like I was super into like editing and stuff, you know. I never thought I'd be one of those cosplayers. But then I became very interested in cosplay. And like when I was taking the pictures of them, I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder what it would like to be a cosplayer, you know? So I started looking up, you know, characters I'd liked and stuff like that. I love Celty from DRRR. I absolutely loved her. I love that, especially that second episode when she saves, I think her name's Meioh, saves her life, and tells her that the world isn't as tough as it seems to be or something. And I love Celty. She's awesome. She's really sassy and she's really sensitive and she's awesome. She's an awesome woman. And what's great about Celty, especially, was that you can't see her face, you know. And I know a lot of people will disagree, and I know, you know, everyone has their own preferences when it comes to cosplay. In my opinion, like, for me personally, when I cosplay somebody, I want to be as accurate as possible. So, like, it's really hard for me to find someone I look like because I don't have pale skin. I'm really tan. I know the camera makes it look like I'm fair. I have more fair skin, but actually I'm really tan. And so it's a little tough for me. But yeah, I thought, hey, why don't I just cosplay Celty? Like, she has no head. And it's really easy to hide, so I thought about doing that first. So yeah. Before that, the Katsucon before that, I just took a lot of pictures of people. I took pictures of a lot of cosplayers that were really cute girls that looked better girls than I could. And I'm actually a girl, but nothing against that. But yeah, I didn't go to the Katsucon maid cafe because like there's a long line, and I was mostly by myself. But I ended up hanging out with my university's anime club. I was supposed to hang out with some girl who used to be my friend in high school, but like she ditched me, so I actually hung out with the guys from my anime club and met someone. So yeah, so that was basically my first experience cosplaying. When I cosplayed last year at Katsucon, I also got a lot of creepers too. It was really, really irritating. Okay, so like I didn't think this would be an issue because I was used to it. This was also the first time I was staying at a hotel during the con. Usually I live like 10 minutes away from where Katsucon's at, so I just drive back home. But this time I actually stayed at the hotel for 3 days, you know, because my anime club had it. And so I was walking back to the room. It was like 12 in the morning. It was like midnight. And you know, people are still out. And I went back, I tried to go back by myself. And there was this group of really sketchy guys. I don't think they were even from the con. I don't know where they're from. They look like high school hoodlum thugs. And like these thugs were like following me around and like whistling and like saying, oh, you look so meaty in that suit or some shit. It was like terrifying. I was actually really scared. I thought they might do something, so I was like, I didn't really have any friends that time, so I was like blogging about it, as pathetic as that sounds. I was like, oh my god, these creepers are after me, save me, oh my gosh. So yeah, so I didn't want them to know which room I was in, so I was like walking in different directions, and then I went to the girls' bathroom, and there were a lot of cosplayers there, thank god, and then I looked out, and then they left, and then I went back to the room. Then again, I don't think it was that dangerous, because like there were tons of people sharing our suite, so like people, you know, they also wouldn't be able to do anything there, but you know, precautions. Ugh, I hate creepers. There were also a lot of crossover photo shoots I did. I took a picture with like Alakazam, Ariel, and her boyfriend or fiance or whatever. Sorry, I don't remember. I think they were engaged. She was engaged to Captain Jack, Pirates of the Caribbean, and a couple of other people, and this one random Jewish dude, and we like took pictures together. It was really fun. The dude kept hugging me, and it was a little awkward, but whatever. It was cool. I guess the mask also helped with my confidence for some reason, because like usually I'm kind of self-conscious, but like since I was wearing the helmet, like nobody could see my face, and I was like, yeah, I'm anonymous. So I guess I was more comfortable with the mask on because it was my first cosplay. Because of that too. Oh, and then I took a picture of this other dude, random dude, and he was like pretending to be a pimp or something. So like he had all these girl cosplayers around him. He was like doing this. It was really funny. And then a couple of professional photographers took pictures of me there too. And when I got the photos, they actually looked really nice. I was so surprised. I was like, wow. And then I went to the dealer's room, and I ran into a lot of people would try to take my were taking my picture too. This one dude at the artist alley was like, "Oh my gosh, I love your cosplay. I love Celty." I was like, "Oh, thank you." And he's like, "How's the convention?" I was like, "Oh, it's really good. This is actually my first cosplay." He's like, "Wow, really? Is this your first cosplay? It's like really good for a first cosplay." I was like, "Oh my god, thank you." I'm not sure if he was just being encouraging or if like he meant it, but like it felt like he meant it, you know. So I was really happy that he said that. That encouraged me to like cosplay even more. I really like the attention. I'm such a narcissist. But it's a healthy dose of narcissism. Anyways, so that was Katsucon. That was like my first cosplay. My second cosplay was really random. My friend Sharon was at that summer wanted to do a photo shoot with me, and it was a cosplay photo shoot, and I was like, I don't want to do Celty anymore because I'm going to get super uncomfortable, and it's like hot in the summer, so like I don't want to wear my helmet everywhere. And so I was looking up characters online and stuff, and then on DeviantArt I saw this picture of this girl who cosplayed as Storm. She was white, but like she tanned her skin, and she looked really good in that cosplay. So I was like, I can do Storm. So like Marvel Universe. So like DC Universe. Okay, I'm really bad at this. Sorry. So like I went on gothiclolitawigs.com or whatever, and I bought a white wig. Actually I bought the wig like a while ago, but it wasn't for Storm. It was actually for this another costume I want to do. I want to, in the future I'm going to try to do Urge from Oh My Goddess. I noticed that a lot of tan cosplays are actually really sexy, which I like kind of. So yeah, so I'm gonna use I used the Erd cosplay wig for that, and it came out really well. I took this gigantic t-shirt I had when I was in high school. When I was in high school, it was a lot bigger. It was like 200 pounds. So I just used this XXL t-shirt, and I like cut it out the sleeves, and I cut out the front, so it looked like a cape. It actually looked really good in the photo. It took like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Then I made that little X circle belt buckle out of cardboard, and I spray painted silver spray paint on it. And then I used the same. I just recycled. Like I used the same catsuit I used on Celty, and the same boots and everything. So it was actually really cheap, and it was really easy. And I did my makeup and everything, and the photos came out really nice. I really liked how Sharon took my photos. So yeah, that was a random cosplay. That was like my second cosplay. It took like I want to say like 20 minutes to make, half an hour. It took about a half an hour to make. It was really quick. Now the last cosplay I did, and technically I've cosplayed as a maid before, but it's not a specific character, and I didn't make the dress obviously, but I coordinated stuff. The last cosplay I did was Anthy from Adolescence of Utena. I love Anthy. She's like my absolute favorite anime character of all time, because like not only is she a major character who is Indian, but like she's also a lot like me, like personality wise and stuff. And the anime is great. I love Revolution of Utena. It's like one of my favorites. Rose Bride. And I was really happy to do this because all the cosplays I've seen of Anthy so far were from Brazilian cosplayers, white cosplayers, Asian cosplayers, which is fine, and like they're really good. But like, you know, an Indian person cosplaying as an Indian person would be very interesting to me. So I did that. I used face paint that I borrowed from someone from the Maid Cafe. I bought a purple wig specifically for the cosplay, and this was a movie Anthy, so like it was when she was not wearing her glasses. It was when she had longer hair, and the reason why I did that was a cop out basically because I wasn't sure how to style the short hair Anthy had because hers is like really specific. It's like 50s curls or something. Actually, I did this at AUSA, which was also the first time I worked at the Maid Cafe, and it was a lot of fun. So like after I got off the work at Maid Cafe, I would like wear my Anthy cosplay and walk around and go to the host club and all that stuff. So yeah, So basically, I got the long purple wig, did my makeup, face paint for the bindi. My mom actually helped me with this. Like I got a pattern from a Kagome from Inuyasha, her school uniform, and just did that for Anthy. Now looking back at it, I wish I made the scarf thing more accurate, but at the time I guess I was in a rush because it was soon and I had classes, so I was like, I didn't put the stripes for the academy or anything, but anyways, I saw this other Anthy it was saying she was amazing. She looked just like her, like right down to the glasses, the tan she did, and like the hair was so perfect. And I asked her how she did it, and she did like hot glue and curlers and all that stuff. It looked spot on. She was like the perfect Anthy Himemiya, and it was really good. I think only one person took a picture of me. One professional photographer took a picture of me, but that was only because I ran into other Utena cosplayers at the time, and like he wanted to take a picture of me because we were in the same anime. And I thought the picture wasn't that great actually. I looked kind of weird and creepy in that picture, but anyways. Then Sharon took my pictures again for the Anthy cosplay, and it came out really well in my opinion. I really liked it. Here's some pictures from that too. And compared to all the other cosplays, Anthy was the most comfortable. Celty, I had to wear a helmet and I had to hold a scythe everywhere. Storm was okay, and I was stupid, like, I was a noob when it came to wigs, so, like, I didn't wear a wig cap under my wig, so, like, my wig kept pushing all away and slipping off. And I didn't wear hair clips either because it was like a white wig and I had black hair, so you could easily see the hair clips, but now I know how to do it. But for Anthy, I knew everything. I did the wig cap, I did the clips, and like it looked perfect to me. So yeah, Anthy was the most comfortable, and plus I was walking around with regular shoes and everything. So the only thing that was a little uncomfortable was like I was like showing my legs and it was like cold outside, so that was the only comfort factor, but like besides that, I was comfortable. So yeah, my future cosplays. I really want to do Urd from Oh My Goddess. I already have the wig. I just have to make the dress, which will probably take forever, so I'm holding off on that. I want to do Setsuna Meioh, who is Sailor Pluto's human form from Sailor Moon. Specifically the one where she's wearing a strapless black dress and gold jewelry, and I think she looks very pretty in that, and I think it's also very practical to make. I can always buy the dress, so and I'm gonna do that. I also wanted to really do Korra from Legend of Korra. I don't know why it took so long to say that, but like Legend of Korra, I'll try to. The reason why I didn't do it, I'm almost done with that costume actually. I just have to work on her hair clips. And I guess when the season comes back, that's when I'm going to cosplay her, because like, everyone's so excited about the show, and because when the show is when season 2 premieres, like, everyone would want to reenact scenes and stuff like that, so, yeah, until I get to do Korra. I'll try to do the Rose Bride dress of Anthy, and I think I'll keep her long purple wig for that one, but I'm not sure yet. Plus, I already wear glasses, so that's good. I'm not sure if I should make big, fake fake glasses and just wear contacts underneath. But I think I'll do that since it'll look more accurate. And yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I've always wondered what cosplaying and like anime conventions were like in Japan. I really want to go to one day, see what it's like. So yeah, thank you for watching.